Word on the streets is we have a brand new fight on Death Battle featuring Yusuke and Ichigo. And as me being the resident biggest Yu Yu Hakusho fan on the planet, if you never watched it, go do yourself a favor. I gotta watch the fight. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I love Yusuke. He's one of my favorite main characters of all time, but he's not beating Ichigo. Ichigo is very, very broken. It is what it is. We're gonna watch this. Unfortunately, I'm gonna cut out anything anime related, so we'll see how much I can include. But we'll watch the animation primarily, and then we'll discuss what happens at the end. So without further ado, what happens? Are they technically like the same kind of character? They're both like basically spirit detectives.
Ichigo Kurosaki
Same things. Soul Reaper.
Yusuke Urameshi.
The substitute Shinigami of Bleach versus the spirit detective.
I really like how they're doing the 8-bit animation. This is gonna be gas.
Where's my boomstick?
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Bro, Ichigo is just broken. Again, for the sake of copyright, I can't show anything anime related that pops up. It's just how it works. This is now, right? I'm assuming this is now, because, okay, it was, because he was in high school when Bleach started, right? Yeah, okay, I was like, wait. But I guess it makes sense. We're using Yusuke and Ichigo, so it makes sense. Damn, Ichigo is Unk now? That's crazy. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about, like, Yusuke's training arc consisted of early on, and that was just him basically training with Genkai, and after he trained, he went to the Dark Tournament, and he still wasn't shit. That's the thing. He was not anything. You had Ichigo talented like this from the start, from the get-go. Not to say that Yusuke wasn't, but this is what I'm talking about. It's like, this is the difference in their power levels. Like, in the beginning, they already were. If we had early Yusuke and early Ichigo, Ichigo is still winning this fight, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because I'm on Team Yusuke. All right, so again, I don't know how I'm going to edit this video. I might either have stuff that blocks the clips or just completely cut it out. I don't really know. I'd rather not deal with the copyright issues. I might just completely cut it. But we just got the analysis of Ichigo, and despite me not finishing Bleach, I know pretty much all the information that they gave out based on, I guess, the public knowledge of the character. Ichigo is broken. As I mentioned a couple seconds ago, even as kids, he was broken. Yusuke was just a dude who got into fights. Well, let's see what they got to say about Urameshi, and let's get to the actual animation. For a second, I was like, why is he 18? But then I realized technically Yu Yu Hakusho ends when he becomes 18, whereas Ichigo and the Bleach story goes a bit longer. So the question I have is like, do you get more experience? Yeah, no, you probably get more experience as Ichigo at this point, because he's still a Soul Reaper. So he's still constantly, you know, fighting demons and shit. Whereas Yusuke, he went off the train pretty much at the end of the arc and then comes back, and then that's how the series ends. I mean, I want to know what would happen to Yusuke post Yu Yu Hakusho ending. That's a question that I guess we'll never know. It's just headcanon that we probably can't include into this debate. But let's keep it going, I guess. Ain't no way.
Stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000.
Bro, hold on.
So this spirit orb's energy per second.
Ain't no way they just power scaled how much aura and energy he got from the orb from Genkai. That's actually kind of crazy. You know, I knock Death Battle sometimes when the outcome isn't in my favor because I'm salty. But they be knowing their shit sometimes. All right, before we watch the animation, I just saw the breakdown for Yusuke, and again, Death Battle covered pretty much everything. What I will say is if you notice, that's it. They said Ichigo is 29 in this situation, so he's been already like almost twice the age of Yusuke. Yusuke, his story ends at 18. We never got more stuff past that, so it makes me wonder if Yusuke kept fighting, would a 29-year-old Yusuke with the same experience be on the same par as someone like Ichigo? I think so at that point, but again, we can't count on a headcanon because we don't know what happens in the Yu Yu Hakusho story post-ending. For all you know, it was a peace era where nothing happened. You know, he's already taken down everybody. He's beat the Demon. Well, he technically lost against the Demon King, but he's on the same level as Yomi. Like, I feel like we can't count as what is, but like, still, man, I would love to know if the threats kept continuing Yu Yu Hakusho, what would have happened. All right, but let's see this fight now. I'm excited. I like how they're doing this whole 8-bit thing.
That's a demon. That's hollow. No doubt about it.
If you think about it, they are pretty much very similar characters. Ooh, okay. Am I gonna get copyrighted for this music? You know what? I don't even care. Wouldn't Ichigo cut through the spirit gun easily? I'm doing a lot of meat right into Ichigo right now, and I'm the Yu Yu Hakusho rep here. That's crazy. All right. Okay, I got to pause for a second. One thing I will say, and they even covered this in it, Yusuke does fight dirty. He doesn't fight in a way where it's like all about honor, not hitting below the belt. He will do what it takes to win. He will punch you in the dick if he has to win. So that right there was actually funny. It's more a throwback to what happens in the beginning. And I feel like older Yusuke probably wouldn't do that as much. But still, like, he will do what it takes. Damn.
Chump change.
Why do you got Yusuke getting jumped though?
What a baby! Little demon energy got you scared? Nah.
I kind of wish this was in 3D. I like the 8-bit style, but like the Yugi fight, for example, with Ash was like really visually pleasing.
I think of that.
Give in to me, Yusuke. Let's devour him together.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just told me back!
Nah, Yusuke got some of the best attitude. Bro, look, not to keep blazing you, Hakusho, but I need y'all to watch it if you haven't.
Yeesh, rude awakening. This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner? Let's do it. Like old times.
They really are similar characters. That's crazy.
Is that the best you can do? I can go even faster if you'd like.
Bro.
Bring it on, asshole!
I was like, Ichigo is just fast, bro.
You better do the same! Screw that!
Bro, I'm telling you, he's broken. He's just broken, man. Is this how it ends? Yeah, it is.
Break.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, I expect it's what I expected.
The afterlife offers frequent flyer miles.
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters, starting with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem and resist auras like Taguro's that are similar to Reiatsu, so Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially match the Getsuga Tensho, and he had stat-boosting forms.
I still don't think it
Konosuke.
could match it, to
Ichigo,
be honest.
however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dangai training.
And all those swords. He just had way more abilities to play with.
Likewise, speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early
But again,
on, and
I want to
obviously
point
got
out,
faster over
yeah,
time.
he has more abilities, but this is the point I was trying to make. Is like Yusuke is 18. He got all the abilities and the knowledge that he got by the time he was 18. Ichigo has another 11 years over him at this point. So imagine what would happen. Again, this is all hypothetical that we can never really discuss because it's all headcanon. Because for all you know, it was peaceful. If there was threats, where would Yusuke be at 29? That's what I would love to know.
At this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster than light from the start, and he's gotten faster
Yeah,
too.
bro, from the start.
Couldn't even see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed, and Ichigo reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilized the same power. So, Ichigo takes speed. But
He is
he's fought
fast.
Plenty of foes faster or more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
I think Yusuke definitely can adapt
Ichigo
better.
has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt, mixing cleverness with exceptional hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Kabbalah.
I think he
who
definitely has better
masters every
tactics.
martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So, both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving
I'm
only
gonna
the
give that one to
biggest
Yusuke.
factor,
I
which
think that's
could
all he has,
outweigh
really.
All other advantages. Power.
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is crazy.
Similarly, mid-series Ichigo could shake Huecomundo, tear through hell, and block attacks that could destroy the Soul Society. But at his peak, he beat Yhwach, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time, pretty close to Yhwach's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yhwach was also gonna destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions inside it.
Each containing at least a planet and star.
Yeah, I think it just really comes down to endgame.
Worlds. Plus, Ichigo matched Yhwach in True Shikai, without his additional boost from Half Hollow and True Bankai.
As always with Death Battle, there's arguments either way. But the way we see it, even being generous with Yusuke's power and conservative with Ichigo's, the gap was just too big.
Yeah.
Ichigo, the final edge.
Nah, this is what I expected. I didn't think it was gonna be close at all. But I'll still give tactics to Yusuke, bro. I give tactics to Yusuke just because he can adapt. And he's just better in combat. It's just, again, Ichigo show up to the fight with bombs and missiles and guns. Yusuke just has hands, bro. His hands and the versatility he has with them. But yeah, honestly, that was dope. Let me know your thoughts. Again, I feel like no one's gonna disagree here. I don't think anybody that actually watched Yu Hakusho will try to say that he could win. But if you do believe so, state your case. You know how rare it is for me to come here, watch the Death Battle, be like, yo, no, they were right. This is definitely one of those. All right, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you in the comment section below.